What's up, my friend? Welcome back to the podcast. I hope this episode encourages you. So, I wanted to share something that's going on right now for me. So, today I woke up to a lot going on in my life. Okay. So, if you've been listening to the podcast at all, you know I'm juggling not only building my business and doing the certification program and hiring new team members and all of this to make the infrastructure of my business grow, which is like a whole other podcast episode, by the way, moving from a small business solopreneur type thing with some like subcontractors that help you out to like building out a full on team and infrastructure to make things grow. Like that's a whole other like animal, right? And I'm having to up my identity in different ways, moving into this new role, which is great. And I'm super excited about it. But with changing my identity and like up leveling into this new identity as a, CEO of like a bigger team, it's shaken up a lot inside of me, right? And it's shaken up a lot of the shitty committee. Like, what am I doing? Like, oh my gosh, can I manage a team? I will be honest with you. When I'm with my clients, I know I can help my clients. Like I know I'm created to sit across from somebody on Zoom and to walk them through their healing or their up level and where they want to go in life. Like I am created for that. And I love that. That is the best part of what I get to do as a life coach is getting in the weeds and being in someone's life. All the other stuff, like the infrastructure, the podcast management, the blah, 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 all the other stuff, like that stuff is what overwhelms me. The admin tasks that come with it. Oh my gosh. And so it's been really important to me all along that I have a team that supports me and that helps me grow this thing. And so we're having to even expand our team even more. And so it's exciting and it's amazing and I love my team and I'm so grateful for who we're bringing in. But also it's scary and it's stirring a little bit in me of like, oh my gosh, can I really manage all these people? And we're actually bringing someone in to kind of manage everybody, even kind of manage me, which is super phenomenal. But I'm learning to trust in different ways and hire people that know things that I don't know how to do, like with different business aspects and all that. And admit like, hey, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my strengths. I love to record podcasts. I love to encourage my community. I love coaching my clients. I love building out programs that leave impact and help people up level their life and get to where they want to go in life. And so I am at this point now where I get to do this and I am so excited. I'm so thrilled to be able to do all this, but also it's shaken and stirring a little bit inside of me. And so on top of that aspect of my life, now let's talk about personal life. You guys know if you've been listening to the podcast as well, I'm helping care for my parents who are aging and the complicatedness of that. And I'm on the phone every day with one of my brothers. We're talking about stuff about my parents and I'm helping out and doing stuff with my parents and all of that. And I'm in that like sandwich generation, which I know a lot of us are, or a lot of us have lived through where you're raising kids and helping take care of your parents. And honestly, if you've had any childhood trauma, helping to take care of your parents can be a little bit triggering, right? And so that's stirring up a little bit of some different roles that I played within my family over the years and how I'm always the one that rescues everybody and I'm always there to be the helper and all of that. And so I'm trying to not just jump into the old role, but also allow my brothers to step in when they need to and when they, should be. And they are. This is truly a team effort. It takes a village to take care of elderly, aging parents, I will tell you. And my parents are both very strong, independent people. So they are not loving us stepping in, but they need it. Okay. And they usually admit that they need it too. But there's times where they're like, what, they get a little irritated with us, which is fine. It's the dance. Okay. It's fine. We're working through it. So I've got that. And then I've got some stuff with Zach and his football career and his recruiting and like what we're doing next level. And we just met with his counselor. And you guys, I just found out my kid is going to graduate probably next December. And we're so proud of him. He's so brilliant. He could literally go to an Ivy League school right now, which is just blowing my mind and crazy. And so I'm grieving because I only have 9 months left with this kid under my roof and all of that. And then I've got some people in my life who are going through really intense things that I am a part of their life. And so I'm caring for them. And we all have this. And the reason why I'm giving you this long ass intro of, oh my goodness, I'm not trying to like, whoa, it's Dani, right? But let me just tell you, if you've got a lot of shit going on in your life too, you're not the only one. And I just want you to know if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a breath, this is what I'm doing today. Today, I woke up feeling extremely overwhelmed with everything and everybody pulling at me, even just different things I need to do. We have a tax thing that I got to take care of, and paperwork stuff is not my fun. It's not my favorite. It's not fun. It's not like sitting here meeting with a client, right? That's fun. That's what lights me up. But life is not all about what lights us up. Life is 50% good, 50% hard. And that's the good life, you guys. Okay. And sometimes we focus so much on the hard parts, we miss the 50% of the great parts that are actually going on as well. And so this is what I wanted to encourage you guys with, because I know I'm not the only one with a lot of stuff going on. And I thank you for journeying with me. And I am so grateful to journey with you. And I want you to know, if you're feeling overwhelmed with people pulling on you, I love you and I see you. And it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to have limits as a human. It's okay to say no. It's okay for you to pause and to reflect and to figure out what you actually need. What support do you need? What self-care and soul care practices are you implementing into your day so that you can live from a place of filled up joy and peace and serenity and harmony, so that you're actually making decisions out of like overflow, not out of like dry well, trying to white knuckle stuff. And so, in recovery, and if you've been listening to the podcast, I'm almost 16 years sober, which is just crazy to me. It blows my mind. I'm so grateful, by the grace of God, to have 16 years of sobriety from alcohol and drugs under my belt. And I'm super, super grateful there. But one of the phrases that I learned early on that has stuck with me, and I actually implemented this in my programs to help people, but one of our go-to phrases is do the next right thing. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling just there's a lot going on, or you're feeling like the weight of the world and you're doom scrolling and you're just sad and you're grieving at other things in your life and you're just maybe angry or whatever vibe you're feeling that is just pulling you down, I want to give you permission and I want to encourage you to do the next right thing. And what is the next right thing? Sometimes it's take a nap. Sometimes it's go on a walk. Sometimes it's reach out to that friend that can be a support and to help you through a moment. Or sometimes it's reach out to that friend that is struggling, that you get to actually help and support, because that is part of what feeds your soul and what helps you. Sometimes do the next right thing is call that client that you need to call. Sometimes do the next right thing is clean out your refrigerator or organize a closet or do a load of laundry, right? Like sometimes we just need to get out of the ruminating, the overthinking, the trying to figure things out. And sometimes we need to step into action, and not even action around maybe the situation that we're stressing out about. Like this morning, I had some stuff with my parents, and I've got to figure out some different aspects of it. And I was like, I'm not going to figure it out from this negative energy and this worried energy and this anxious energy. That is no place to make a decision. And so I jumped right into do the next right thing. What was that for me? I went and did a little light workout. I turned on some fun vibe music and I danced around, and that alone just lifted my vibe up. And then I went and started a load of laundry, and I went and sat at my computer and I reached out to some clients that I needed to respond to. And I got to send some encouraging videos to them, which is always super fun for me to encourage my people. And then I sat down to record this episode. And you know what? This is what it's all about. This is the good life. It's not about not having struggles. It's learning how to take care of ourselves through those struggles. It's learning how to guard our energy through those struggles. You guys, for years and years, I would just be overwhelmed with the situation when things were coming at me. I would just be overwhelmed, and it would just take me out for days and weeks, even sometimes. And I just felt so overwhelmed by the circumstances. And now, man, do I still get overwhelmed? 100%. Okay. But about 9 months ago, I adopted the phrase, and I was sharing with my clients last week about this on a group call. I was saying, I am unavailable for overwhelm. I am absolutely unavailable to be overwhelmed. And what I mean by that is, does overwhelm try to come at me? Percent all the time. Okay. I got a lot of overwhelming things that I could take the bait and fall right into overwhelm with. Being in that place of overwhelm does not help me. It does not help me be the best version of me. It does not help me make good decisions. It doesn't make me feel good. Like, it doesn't help. And so one of the ways that I get out of overwhelm, first of all, I say right away, like, I am unavailable for overwhelm. And then I take action and I do the next right thing. And sometimes do the next right thing for me is go on a walk. It's turning on an encouraging podcast. It's turning on encouraging music. It is doing a little bit of dancing. It's drinking water. Sometimes I just need to like pause and drink water and clear my head. Sometimes it's taking off my shoes and going in my backyard and grounding on grass. Right. And so I want you to make a list I want you to do it when you're not in an overwhelmed place, but when you're in kind of a good place of like, what are some of my do the next right things? What are 10 things that I could go to? And literally, I remember I used to have it up in my office. I don't have it anymore because now it's kind of automatic when it happens. And it doesn't happen quite as often either because I've been practicing not being overwhelmed. And so I want to encourage you, make a list of your do the next right things. And it can literally be unload the dishes, clean out a closet, call a client, call a friend, go on a walk, drink some water. I mean, it could be dance and move your body. It's what are the practices that help you, right? Do the next right thing is not reach out to the family member that triggers you. Okay. Do the next right thing is not to reach out to that friend who hurt your feelings that you need an apology for. Like that is not the do the next right thing. Do the next right thing is something that will fill you up, that will ground you, that will give you enough space from the things that are pulling on you, the things that are just grabbing at you and want to take you down. And you guys, we all have them. We all either are running a business or we're trying to do some different business things. And, we got decisions to make, right? We're all trying to run families and do what we can and be there for our kids if we have them, and the people in our lives who rely on us. We're all trying to juggle different things, and maybe you're a volunteer places and maybe you're feeling a little bit too stretched. And so I just want to encourage you, whatever your overwhelming thing is, first of all, I want you to know I see you. It's totally normal to fall into overwhelm. It's totally normal especially with the world on fire and tension so high. And anytime you turn on the news or social media, you just hear about conflict. And so that right there, like lowers our vibe and kind of puts us in this overwhelming place. And so it's our job to guard our hearts. I mean, this is what it talks about in Proverbs, like guard your heart. And so part of guarding my heart is number one, having boundaries with things that are pulling on me. Right. And so that's why I'm trying to do all I can to do these practices that fill me up so that I can make decisions from a place of being filled up and a place of sanity and serenity and joy. And I've been journaling a lot lately about enjoying life. And part of it is like in joy. I want to be in joy. And then I also want to like the word enjoy, ENJOY. I want to enjoy life. And so I get really kind of creative with words because I don't know why, but I'm visual like that. And so I was kind of drawing it around and I was like, it's such a cool logo. And being able to learn how to be in joy no matter what the circumstances are. Because the reality is joy is available to us no matter how hard external things are out there. It was never about putting our joy in our circumstances or in people in our life, or I'm only going to be joyful when everything is, I have this amount of money in the bank, or my kids are making these great decisions, or my husband is X, Y, or Z. Like we can't give our power away. And those of us who have been through some stuff in our past, we gave our power away a lot of the times, not even by choice. It was taken from us. And so now what we're doing, usually midlife to later midlife, right? 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s even, we're just getting our power back and we're deciding, wait a minute, I get to just absolutely decide what works for me. And this is part of the dance and the evolution of becoming who you were created to be. So I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling overwhelmed, number one, I would love for you to adopt the phrase, I'm unavailable for overwhelm. And with that, get into action. Do the next right thing for yourself so that the overwhelm kind of dissipates and disappears and you kind of get some space from it. And so make your do the next right thing list. I want you to write down 5 to 10 things that you can do when you're feeling funky or overwhelmed or sad, and you just need to kind of get into action to take good care of yourself. I give you permission. If you need permission to take care of yourself, I give you permission to take care of yourself. You are worth it. You get to figure yourself out. You get to figure out what you need to thrive. I am so sick of people just surviving life. I lived in survival mode for so long. And you guys, it was just overwhelming to be tossed and all the things tossed around by circumstances and by things going on inside of me. Everything I do, I just want to help empower you to take your power back. I want to empower you to value yourself and to know that you are worthy to care for yourself and to prioritize your own needs and all of that. And it can take time. It can take, so be patient with yourself and be grace filled with yourself. I love you. I'm so grateful you're here. I am so grateful for this community. If you need support, if you want coaching, if you want to up level your life and go to the next level, or you're just feeling like maybe you don't even know what you need, but you know you need support, and you know that I kind of I vibe with you and you get me and you feel like I get you, reach out, do a discovery call. It's so fun. I love connecting with my listeners to see if it's a fit, working together. All right, let me say a prayer for you. Thanks for being here today. I'm so grateful for you. Lord, thank you. Thank you that you are with us, even when things feel like everything's coming at us at times. Lord, I thank you that you protect us and that you help us guard our joy and guard our purpose and our meaning. And sometimes it's hard, Lord, but I thank you for permission to take care of ourselves. And so, Lord, I pray for my friend right now who might be in a very overwhelming season or feel like people are pulling on them in every direction. I pray that you would protect them, that you'd watch over them, that you would just help them to have wisdom how to take care of themselves and what their do the next right things even are. And Lord, please help us to implement that in our own life. Thank you that you are with us, that you have a purpose and a plan. And I just thank you that you give us joy, even though circumstances can be hard, that you still allow us to experience joy and peace and serenity and all of that. So we pray for your presence in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. I love you guys. I'm so grateful you're here. I'll see you in a few days.